37 things you guys can do to reinvent yourself to become the next level version of you with Sandy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a tips video again. I did a 22 beauty tips you guys can do to become more hot and attractive, and you guys fucking loved it. And also disclaimer, my brows look so dark because I just got my brows nano bladed. They're still healing, it's only been a few days, so trust me, I know my brows look crazy. But also Hot Girl Philosophies, first episode of my podcast is out, available on Spotify and on YouTube. Links will be down below. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about, and also I will be doing Q&As at the end of my podcast, so ask me questions. That being said, we're talking all things reinventions today, and of course when reinventing yourself, it's not gonna happen overnight. This is something that takes time, it takes baby steps. If you guys focus and do this every single day, in 3 months your life is not gonna look how it looks right now. So if that sounds interesting to you, then keep watching. When you're in the process of reinventing, I think it's very important to self-reflect. I want you guys to ask yourself this question: who do I want to be? What does she look like? What does she do? What are things I need to change in order to get there? In order to reinvent yourself and genuinely be happy, you have to be living from a place of authenticity, which is basically your soul. It's your higher self. And the only way to align with your higher self is to be alone, solitude, reflect, and really feel your body aligning to who you want to be. Like, dig deep and align with your soul. With self-reflecting, you literally cannot change if you have no idea what needs to be changed. We need to explore ourselves before we can expand. The next thing you guys gotta do if you guys want to reinvent yourself is to do your shadow work. This is basically called healing, dealing with the things that give you resistance in order for you to grow. The reason doing your shadow work is very important is because if you guys don't, it causes tension, which makes it difficult to proceed into the next phase into your life, makes it hard to heal, makes it hard to grow, it makes it hard to become the next level version of you when you have things holding you back. When you do feel resistance, literally ask yourself why you're feeling that way, where it's stemming from. You need to allow your emotions that you feel inside to exist. It's just all about letting your body and your subconscious mind know it's okay to feel those emotions. Hey bestie, so as I'm watching this, I'm realizing that when I was starting my healing journey, working with my shadows, I had no idea where to start. I didn't even know that I needed to heal. So down below, I've attached some writing prompts that hopefully get you started. Definitely read those prompts, and whatever resonates with you, that's most likely what you need to heal with. But also another great way to tackle healing, shadow work, is to go to therapy. So thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. When I was going through one of the toughest times of my life, the beginning of this year, I actually reached out to BetterHelp. And what BetterHelp is it connects you with a licensed therapist who is literally trained to listen, to give you helpful and unbiased advice. BetterHelp was so helpful to me because I realized so many things about myself that I didn't know was cooped up inside me, and that definitely kickstarted my healing journey. Sometimes finding a therapist can be really hard because you don't know if the therapist is gonna align with you, especially having to find a therapist locally. I don't know about you guys, but the idea of talking to somebody face to face is kind of intimidating, especially if I'm gonna be talking about my feelings. So that's why BetterHelp is nice, because before you even get set up with the therapist, you have to answer a questionnaire, which this helps assess what your wants and needs are when it comes to your own personal therapist. And also BetterHelp is nice because you can choose whether you want your therapy session to be over a FaceTime call, texting, or just like a typical phone call. And after you do the questionnaire, in most cases you typically get set up with a therapist like within 48 hours. For me, it was so quick. I was so thankful because I was going through it. I did the scheduling and it was very convenient. You could choose times that work for you. If you don't end up liking your therapist too, you can always switch it at no additional cost. Use my link down below, which is betterhelp.com/Sandy. Using this link could help support my channel, but also give you guys 10% off your guys' first month of therapy. We give so much attention to external things happening in our life. It's about time we give attention to our mental health. Literally over 4 billion people use BetterHelp. Therapy is just great for everyone, so definitely check it out. Again, that's betterhelp.com/Sandy for 10% off your guys' first month. The next thing we're gonna do for our mind is to set boundaries with people. Honestly, set boundaries with everything. Whatever is holding you back from becoming your higher self, whatever is causing you resistance, whatever is giving you negative energy, maybe not cut them out, but definitely create boundaries and hold your distance. Like for me, I've been more mindful of who I spend my time with, who I talk to, who I hang out with. You want to make sure you're with people who share similar values or with people who inspire you. If you're trying to manifest anything or reinvent, you definitely have to have some sort of goal in mind, because if you don't, you have no idea what what you're striving for. But if planning something is really difficult, think instead about how you want to feel and write that down. I'm definitely a very visual person, but I have to have a vision board that is not too far away. It has to be things that I feel like I can achieve within a year in order for me to work towards those goals every single day. Recently, I've been switching my lock screen very often because I'm finding that my goals kind of switch a little bit as the week goes on. But when it comes to big, grand scheme goals, it is all about feeling for me. How does my higher self feel? What does she do? What does she like? What does she eat? Who is she hanging out with? What are her hobbies, you know?
And after you figure out all of that, create a vision board based off of that feeling. That is how you get your vision boards to manifest. If you just create a board with no emotional attachment to it, it's not gonna manifest. You have to put things on a vision board that truly give like an emotional reaction. Like you want that because you know that's what your higher self already has. Like it aligns.
The next thing we're gonna do is set some intentions. Now that you have an idea of what you want to achieve through your vision board or through journaling, it is super important for you to put that intention out there. Like for example, if you want to wake up early, you can't just do the same routine every single day, go to bed and be like, I hope I wake up early. What you need to do is sit down and truly set that intention out there. Tomorrow morning, I am waking up at 8 a.m. I swear setting the intention causes the universe to put momentum on whatever you're setting the intention for, and the chances of you achieving that manifestation or that intention is way higher. Next thing we're gonna do for our mind is journaling. For me, I think journaling is a really big part of healing. Like I'm a person that says everything in my brain. Because I have so many things going in my brain, I can't hold on to a certain thought. Sometimes I kind of just let it slide in my brain, like it's all scattered. But with journaling, I can write down what I'm feeling because I'm trying to finish the sentence. It helps me process what I'm feeling in that thought, and to me that is very healing. I swear I think I have ADHD sometimes, but I don't. But I swear I have so many thoughts, and journaling is just very healing for me to do. The next tip I have is to read. This is something I've been really loving to do, just 10 to 15 minutes of reading at the end of every night. And personally, I really love self-help books. This is something I read that low-key altered my brain chemistry, but it says the way to change your life is to change the way you think, and the way to change the way you think is to change what you read. I swear this book be spitting bars. The next thing you guys should do if you guys want to reinvent yourself is to listen to podcasts. This is something I literally do almost every second of the day. Like if I'm not filming a video, if I'm not editing a video, if I'm not hanging out with people, I am guaranteed listening to a podcast. If you guys don't like to read, it's okay. You guys can listen to podcasts. It's like an alternative. I personally really like self-help podcasts. My top 2 podcasts is A Better You by Fernanda Ramirez. I love her positivity. She just has such feel-good energy. But I also love listening to the Good Fucking Energy podcast. This is by Brooke/Arcanum. I would say this is probably my favorite podcast to listen to because it's way more spiritual, and I'm definitely into the spiritual shit. I'm a big believer that your environment very much shapes who you become, so I'm always listening to podcasts, making sure I'm listening to things that are teaching me or just making me feel like a better person or making me actively try to be a better person. Like that's the type of shit I like to put into my brain every day. The next thing we're gonna do to reconstruct our mind is to do things outside of our comfort zone. So the reason I say do things outside of your comfort zone is because naturally, if you do things a little bit different, your ego is gonna try to cause resistance to keep you safe and be like, whoa. When you're having those tensions from your brain, from your ego, that's when you come in and you're like, I'm feeling resistance here, but mind, body, I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm doing something new, but we're safe. That is you working with your ego to become stronger. And in doing this, you learn, you grow. So those are all the things we're gonna do for our mind. Now we're gonna do things for our positivity. Something you guys can do to become more positive is to create a routine. You have set times you're supposed to do certain things, and in doing that, you're just way more productive, like going to the gym, cooking food. We want the highest version of ourselves, and building a routine is like the first step to getting there. But also, I've said this in a previous video, but building a routine builds self-trust. It's like telling yourself, this is my routine, this is what I do every single day. If you can trust that you're gonna be at the gym 3 to 4 times a week, what makes you think you can't trust yourself to do other amazing things? Building a routine builds self-trust. Self-trust builds self-esteem, and self-esteem is very much needed in order to achieve goals. No more gossiping. Like, think about it. Why does it matter to talk about someone else's life? Okay, no more complaining. I mean, we all complain. There's like a certain amount where it's natural, but when you do it a little bit too much and that's all you do, think of how negative it is for the people who love you, the people around you. I mean, it's a negative energy. And even for you, having friends who complain all the time, like, where is the positivity in that? Next thing we're gonna do for positivity is giving out more compliments. I like giving out compliments. That's like definitely one of my love languages. languages, but even for myself, I'd be giving myself the craziest self-affirmations, which is another thing you guys can do. Self-affirmations. What you give out to the world is what you receive. And if you're like very nice and very sweet to people, I swear that energy comes back to you. Next thing we're gonna do is practice gratitude. The reason I like to practice gratitude is because I feel like this keeps me on a very high frequency. And when your frequency is high, it's so much easier for the universe to give you blessings, and it's so much easier for you to receive blessings when you're just happy. Something I like to do when it comes to practicing gratitude is meditating. I like to just be like, thank you universe for this, this, this. I'm so grateful for this, this, this. I am so excited for this, this, and this. Next thing we're gonna do is practice patience. No more yelling, no more getting angry and putting your frustrations on other people. Instead of yelling at people, you just be patient, and when you can calm down, gather all your thoughts, then you can be more productive in a conversation with people. But also when reinventing yourself, it is important to have patience, because changing your life does not happen overnight, let me tell you. But giving yourself that grace and that patience, I swear it goes a long way in this journey. The next thing we're gonna do for positivity is new skills, new hobbies. I say this all the time to you guys, but it is very important to always try new things. We have a set routine, but there comes a time where our routine becomes boring, it becomes stagnant, or you have a routine that's super jam-packed and you're super busy. But how much of your routine in general is you doing things that make you happy? How much of it is fulfilling? A lot of times we feel like our lives have no purpose, but sometimes it's just because you're not doing enough things that feel fulfilling. So if you're starting out and you need new hobbies, I like to go on Pinterest and do new hobbies I can try. I like to keep myself busy with doing work, so filming videos, editing, creating content, but also gymming and doing yoga. I also love hanging out with my friends. But find what makes you happy, and you're not gonna know what makes you happy if you don't try new things. When it comes to reinventing yourself, of course it matters to take care of your body. Number one, sleep early, wake up early, get your 8 hours of sleep. This summer, I made it my mission to wake up early, and when I tell you guys, waking up early is not something I'm used to. I have always been a night owl. Like, I am very productive at nighttime, but recently I've been really wanting to wake up early, and so this summer I was like, I'm gonna wake up early. I woke up at 10 a.m. I was so proud of that, but then I moved on. I was like, okay, 9:30 a.m., 9 a.m. I'm at 8 a.m. now. So it takes time and it takes practice, but I swear if you set the intention out there, slowly you're gonna get to where you want to be. Like, I enjoy waking up early now, which is really fucking weird because I've never been a morning person, but I love my mornings. I love being productive. It's crazy how if you wake up early, you can get so much done. Next thing, drink water. Move your body more. For me, this means being active 5 days of the week. 4 days I go to the gym, 1 day I do yoga. That's my routine and I fucking love it. I love being active. I love moving my body. I like feeling fit and I like feeling healthy. So this is why I like to move my body. But also this is like so good for your mental health. Just getting out there, moving, doing a physical activity. You'll be surprised how many people don't have hobbies and they don't move. The next thing you want to do for your body is body care / skincare. Try to find skincare products that your skin loves. Makes your skin hydrated, soft, texture gone. I love myself a good moisturizer, but other than that, when it comes to your body, try to find things that make you smell good, make your skin soft, perfumes, hair oils. When reinventing yourself, don't you want to smell good? Next thing we're gonna do for our body is less alcohol. This is something I've been working on because I'm not even gonna cap. I used to drink a lot, but now I'm trying to slow down because if you drink alcohol, that's fine, but it's the lifestyle it gives. Now that's my issue. If you're drinking all the time, guaranteed the next morning you're not gonna want to do anything. You're gonna feel lazy. You're gonna eat not really good for you foods. So that's why I'm steering away from that, because the lifestyle is my issue. If I'm reinventing myself, I want to align with my higher self, and my highest self is not getting drunk every weekend, okay? Good in moderation. No vaping. When reinventing yourself, if you're vaping, what does that say about your commitment to yourself? This is something that I did recently for myself. I literally used to vape for like almost 3 years and then I quit. I quit this summer, and ever since I quit, I have not gone back. If you don't want to quit, that's fine, that's on you. But me personally, I did it not just for my health, but I also did it to prove to myself that I am capable of setting my mind to something and actually achieving it, especially addiction. That was a big thing for me. Like, when I started my self reinventing healing journey, it was really important to me because I felt like I would be a hypocrite if I wanted to grow but I wouldn't quit vaping. You know what I mean? Next thing we're gonna do for our body is eat healthier food. foods. This is something I've been working on too, like cooking my own meals, trying to eat less processed foods, and trying to eat more whole foods. This is the perfect time for you guys to do your research and learn more about foods and learn more about what you're putting in your body. I think eating healthier just makes you feel healthier too, gives you better energy. And if you're working out, of course doing your research on food helps you with your results. Like if you want to gain a butt, eat protein. And the last thing you want to do for your body is go on walks. I like doing this personally. It's very therapeutic. I feel like this really helps you be more present, and a lot of us are not as present as we think we are. Going on walks, taking deep breaths, it helps you just stay grounded in the present, and it just feels good. For me, this works wonders for my mental health. When you're reinventing yourself, you want to find a style that really fits your personal style. Like it speaks to your soul, you know? I swear, dressing up nice just gives you this confidence and makes you like hyper productive. I feel like I just want to do everything for my higher self, which leads me into the next point. Wearing jewelry and wearing makeup. These are all just things that really just help with your appearance. Just like with clothes, if I'm wearing jewelry, like right now, if I'm wearing makeup, I am more inclined to get shit done. So productive, so excited to just do work. But also, I feel like if you want to find your personal style, you're not gonna know by just thinking about things you like. You have to actually try on different clothes, different makeup styles to find what really speaks to you. Next thing you guys want to do is change your hair color. This is something I used to love to do. As y'all know, I had my blonde, my brown hair, my dogs are barking, but I have gone through hella hair colors, so I know how fun it is. But when reinventing yourself, changing your hair color could literally change your entire personality. I swear it just brings out like a different you. If you guys want to try it, you guys should try it. It's fun. Or if you guys don't want to change your hair color, I say just do your hair every single day. Doing my hair makes me feel pretty. Whether that means flat ironing it, curling it, putting it up, doing a bun. Not just the I woke up, like wake up, comb your hair, and do something with it. The next thing for your physical appearance when reinventing yourself is doing your nails. I personally love to do my nails. This is something I do regularly now. Super cute. I love doing my nails. This is how I get myself to just feel pretty. I feel so like I just care about myself more, and again, makes me confident. Plus I like the look of being clean, and nails just give me that look. I'm reinventing myself. I want to look put together. Last thing we're going to talk about is your space. Number one, when reinventing yourself, clean out your closet. Clothes carry energy. When moving into this new up-level version of us, in with the new, out with the old. Next thing you want to do is clean out your desk space, because this is where you're going to be doing work, right? You want it to be clean. The number one thing I hate is having a desk that's too small or dirty. That is the worst, because how can you be productive if your desk is messy or dirty? Next thing you want to do when reinventing yourself is changing out the layout of your room. I love doing this because I feel like when I switch my room around, it gives me like a different vibe. And sometimes that new vibe makes me feel way more productive. Or sometimes it just makes me feel fresh and new, like I'm ready to just tackle this next level me, right? Clean your car, because you are in your car a lot. If you're going from place A to place B in a dirty car, what does that say about you from going to this version of you to the next version of you? Anyways guys, those are my tips on how you guys can reinvent yourself so that you guys can become your next level version of you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. New videos every Thursday. And I have a podcast now, so Philosophies. You guys can check it out down below. Available on YouTube and Spotify. That being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Mwah!
나 빼고 모두가 잘 어울려 벌써 조저녁 술집엔 안 들려 다 괜찮아 보여 행복해 보여 나만 어지러운 건가 봐 바쁘게 지나가